Hey, what's going on? Today I want to talk about some fats that you definitely want to avoid because they're horrible for your brain and they make you fat. But these fats are everywhere. They're in natural food stores, they're in health food stores, stores like Whole Foods, a lot of the healthier food options like salad bar places. And they're really promoted as health foods, but they're not. And the oils I'm talking about are canola oil, soy oil, and other vegetable oils, but mostly canola oil. Most people know to avoid vegetable oils, but a lot of these stores like Whole Foods, they use canola oil and soy oil in their salad dressings, both the ones you buy in the grocery aisle and in the dressing options they provide in the salad bar. And even the organic versions of canola and soy are still unhealthy. They're highly processed oils and they're very unstable. When you eat them, they break down, they create a lot of inflammation both in your gut and in your brain. And we have a research study showing that mice fed canola oil, they have impairments in working memory, they get fatter, and they get more plaques that set them up for Alzheimer's disease. Now some of the other mice were fed olive oil. They actually had improvements in working memory and a reduction in these plaques. So get into the habit of reading labels, because even expensive, fancy organic dressings, I look all the time just to check, they have these insidious oils in there. So the best thing to do is buy a quality olive oil. Avocado oil is another decent option as well, but olive oil is best. And just use your own. When I used to work in an office, I would keep a bottle of olive oil and vinegar in my office, and the office actually had a pretty decent salad place. I'd go down, I would make my own salad, and I would just add my own dressing stuff. And that made it a lot healthier. Before I knew any better, I used to use this crap, and I remember having a big salad for lunch, and then all of a sudden having brain fog and just wondering, like, what the hell's going on here? I thought I was eating healthy, but I was just more sensitive to these oils. You may not be feeling brain fog, you may not be feeling the effects, but trust me, look at the research, it does have an effect. Alzheimer's is exploding, it's happening to people at younger and younger ages, and neurodegeneration is fast becoming the number one cause of death in the US. So I think by 2025 or 2026, it'll be the number one cause of death. Not a good way to go out. I've had grandparents that have had it. I've known other people with Alzheimer's disease. It's a horrible disease. You need somebody to care for you 24/7, and you want to avoid it at all costs. But it doesn't happen overnight. It takes 20, 30, 40 years to happen. This is one easy change you can make in your life to help you avoid and prevent Alzheimer's disease. So ditch canola oil, ditch soy oil, ditch all of these highly processed vegetable oils, get rid of them, dump them down the drain, recycle the plastic container, and opt for a quality olive oil. And be careful with olive oil, because there's a lot of counterfeiting in that industry, especially when you buy kind of like the bigger gallon-sized plastic jugs of no-name brands. People have done research and they found things like canola oil, soy oil, and who knows what other crap in those things. So get a quality olive oil. It's a great investment. Your brain's going to love it. You're going to think better. You're going to perform better, and life is just going to be a whole lot better. Oh, and one more bonus. Another thing about canola oil, it's very high in this thing called deuterium. And I'll talk about deuterium more in another video, but it's really big in people in the whole like anti-aging community. Some professional athletes are using it, but when you get too much deuterium in your body, that has a major impact on your body's energy production. And in fact, they sell some super expensive water that it's about $15, $20 a bottle that's very low in deuterium. People have used that to cure cancer. So another reason to avoid it, it's really high in deuterium. It's a brain bomb, causes a lot of inflammation, and in the processing for a lot of these oils, they use different chemicals, and even nickel, I've heard, is used in the manufacturing of canola oil, and that's a metal you don't want in your body. It can cause things like aggression, anger, and other things that you don't want to mess with. So ditch that stuff, go for a healthier option, and your brain's going to be a lot healthier. healthier. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, ask below, and I'll see you real soon.